Okay, so now anything that you would like to ask or comment, or you want me to further explain, please do so.
Hello, Professor. Arif here.
Yes, yes, Arif.
So the thing is, currently I just wanted to know regarding the finding ideas department, and in terms of making our research gain to be much more profitable, meaning high research gain or high research output.
Okay.
So, what is the best way for us to actually study how to actually maximize our research output? Like for instance, currently we are doing another classes, and in that class we have to like innovate or create a prototype or create a method or a system for us to implement in our daily life, or there's one where we actually need to make it profitable for the public. So in that sense, how do we actually, I mean, what's the best way for us to actually find what's the most profitable things that the public actually need right now?
Okay,
Understand?
thank you, Arif. So it's a good question there. Where how are you going to decide whether your research gain, your research is having high impact to the society? Whether, because it is still subjective in term until you can come up with the product, meaning that at the final stage where you present your output, or you have filed a patent, and you find out, okay, my patent is I thought it is beneficial to the public, but nobody or no industry is taking an interest on it, right? So what does it mean? It's just another ideas that is good for patent, but nobody going to take it up, right? But compared to some solution that you provide to your community or your school or university or your company even, right? Where you try to improve certain processes that provide quick win, quick return, which is more beneficial, right? So how are you going to do the assessment? Of course, at the early stage of planning, of you may want to list down who are the target consumers, or whether you may want to try to brainstorm in terms of what are the benefits, whether is there any solution already available, and how can we improve in terms of what is there, and is it trying to solve the solution, or is it just good to have, or it is a must have things, right? I think that that particular item you are going to explore in your innovation study course, or your innovation and commercialization subject. All right, so in terms of this particular subject for research methodology, at least we know that there is an element of a research gain. Okay, it is by having the lowest cost, all the inputs that I've shown just now, the lowest cost, lowest time, and having a biggest impact, and which is more beneficial to the community, is better rather than just having a product that is good. It is good to have. It's not something that must have items. So later when you explore your courses throughout this particular program, you will realize that, okay, these are the things that I can put in my research output as my impact, and then these are the things that can be considered for the research input. Yeah. Oh, Papati, yes, please. Yeah.
Is it a must to have a market survey done in the research stage, or it's an optional depending on what we are looking into?
Okay, if you are starting your dissertation, right? You are starting your part A dissertation, or in general, you are doing your initial study, right? Um, uh, Doing a market survey, it is not it is good for later. It's good for the development and the commercialization stages. Where for the research stage, whether you are doing fundamental research or exploratory research, or you're going to do applied research, you may it is okay just to do desktop literature survey, literature study, meaning that what you are going to do in this particular course, where you are going to be taught to on how to conduct literature review, in terms of whether you are going to just based on paper publication, journal publication, or you need to also explore in terms of the conference papers. You may also need to explore on patents, industrial design, IPs, or other sources like newspapers, magazine, and so on. So at this particular stage, at the beginning of doing a research, we normally conduct a literature review. So we don't do market survey yet. We do market survey at the commercialization stage. Okay, so we at this beginning stage, or your part A dissertation, you only do some desktop study, doing literature review. Yeah.
And one more, Prof. It's
Okay.
our library is closed as long as if the MCO is extended, right?
Of course, of course. Okay. I will also share with you the proxy, IP proxy, in terms of later, maybe not today. I will try to have a snapshot of UPM library IP. Probably I can just try to open it now. Okay. Maybe it's best for me to share my screen so that you can see what's going on. How to do that? Google Chrome. Okay. Right. You can see my Google web page, right? UPM library. Library. Okay. UPM library, right? So you have this UPM easy access. Let us go to the website first. Okay. So for those who haven't gone through haven't yet go to UPM, this is how our library look like. This is the main library, but we have our own library at the Faculty of Engineering. But unfortunately, you cannot go there physically, but you can browse virtually. So basically, we have this link, all right? This link where you have easy access. I believe this is the one. If we click that, okay, there's a welcome, right, where you can log in using your student ID. Okay, for those new student, I believe you have already had your ID, right? And where you log in your Putra Blast. When you log in, you will see this. It is an easyaccess.upm.edu.my, where you can access it anywhere from through the internet at home. So you will see a lot of databases available. So you can the most journals related to engineering, mechanical, aerospace, and innovation, you can go to Science Direct. Science Direct, you can just click Science Direct. Okay, so it shows here sign in brought to you by UPM. What does it mean? Is that you can download papers, you can download articles. For example, like you want to find what? You want to find something. You want to find what? You want to find COVID-19. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you can just easily download for free. You don't have to pay. You can click download article, download PDF. It will download to your computer. Right? You can get the whole article over here. So am I answering your worry, Papati?
Sorry, yes, this really helps a lot, Prof.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good. And then there are also books available from the library where there are what they call it as the online books. I think Wiley or Springer online books is also available here. There are also Scopus. There are so many things. Please feel free to explore. As long as you log in using your student ID, you can access, you can download as much as you want. Of course, later on, I will tell you on what to do when you already download so many things. Okay, how to scrape, or how to weed, or how to find which one is beneficial, which one is not beneficial. Of course, you can end up at the end of the course, you said, Prof. Rahim, I already got 1,000 papers. What to do with that? Okay, so I will share with you the technique on how to identify which one is beneficial and which one is not. With that, thank you very much. I wish you the very best. Have a good weekend. Right? Stay safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you,
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.